Hi, I'm Sheila Sartorius. I'm a master gardener trained by Iowa State University. And today I'd like to teach you how to grow an avocado tree from one that you go to the grocery store and you buy to make guacamole or whatever. But there are a few things that you would need, and they're not expensive. For my friend Judy, we're going to grow an avocado and a wine glass. So you would need a wine glass, an avocado, a sharp knife, and a spoon, if you need it, and some toothpicks, and some potable water. And that simply means distilled water. It could be bottled water, but something that doesn't have chlorine in it. And as you water it later on, please remember potable water. It will make a difference in how your seed develops into a tree. The first step to do is to take an avocado, and you will need a sharp knife. And you're going to carefully start at the stem end. And this stem, you want to cut very carefully around there because inside is the seed, the most viable part. And then gently just curve around in half. And that's all you have to do. And watch how simple. Just twist, and out comes you'll see the seed. And if you'll just take a spoon, and you can see the root end will have a little lighter brown right here. And that's the part you've got to be very, very careful about. Just go in, spoon it out, and I forgot a paper towel, but you want to wipe. I want to again show you the base or the root end of the seed. If you'll notice, it's a little bit lighter. There's a little darkened edge out around it, and the texture looks a little differently than the rest of the skin for the seed. And you want that part to go down, and then coming up and angling in at about, not quite 45 degrees, but push in those toothpicks again, as long as you have 3 of them in, as long as it's going to sit up above, and try it. You want it to sit in water. And carefully fill it so that it's halfway covered. You always want the root stem end in the water. And in about 3 to 6 weeks, your seed should be sprouting. And what you will notice is, that you'll see cracking. I have different stages here. You'll notice cracking of this brown membrane. And then the next thing, you will notice it start to split. And behold, inside there is your root, and the top will eventually crack. See if I've got one that's cracked on top. Not yet. And then it will crack on the top, and the stem end will come up. And when the stem end comes up, you're going to allow it to get to grow 6 inches probably, and it will have a little stem. Then it will, we'll see another, it'll start growing some more. When you get the second set of leaves, then pinch those top 2 leaves off. And you're going to let it grow. The stem will grow another 6 inches, and then you're going to do the same thing again. Allow it to have 2 sets of leaves, but pinch the top ones out. And that way you're going to get this bushy plant. Now this avocado tree will continually growing. When you get a root that is about this long, and it also has a stem. It may have a lot more roots, but it also has a stem. Then you want to be able to put that into an 8 to 12 inch pot, and you want to put it down, put a hole down in, just a depression, fill it up to about 1 inch from the top, make a depression, gently put that root down in, then cover it with soil around so that it's half covered, just like in the water. It's going to be basically about the same height, and then you're going to press it down to press out the air bubbles around the root, and then water it. You're going to water it lightly and keep it frequently watered. Never get it muddy. It should never be muddy, because if it's muddy, then it's going to be too much water. But don't let it dry out. But if it does become dry, then, or you overwater it, let it dry out for 2 or 3 days and maybe longer until you notice it's not muddy and it looks a little dry, and you can start again. If you mess up on this one, there's always more avocados.